Hey guys, so this is going to be your dance flow video that's inspired by yoga and stretching. Alright, so to get us started, I want us to remember the body benefits from movement and the mind benefits from stillness. So as we're at home during these different times, I want you to just think about that, how important it is for our mind to have stillness and to have time to calm down in this ever-moving, fast-paced world that we live in, but how important it is that our body is still moving, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is start in a seated position. All right, put your arms, they can be palm down or palm up, whatever works for you. And we're gonna go into PreThink. So when we breathe, we're thinking about 4 counts in and 4 counts out. This is great to do on the stage. This is also great to do in all of your stretches. So let's get started. In, out, and in, and out, and in, and out. All right, now we're gonna take our right hand and reach it over to our left ear. You're gonna pull that ear close to your shoulder and walk that opposite hand out for me, finding a good stretch. And continue that breathing. Now you're gonna take your head and you're gonna rotate it around, pulling your face to your armpit. And now take your left hand and put it behind on your spine and rotate that shoulder back for me. Continue breathing. And release. All right, so these stretches are great for any tension you may have in your neck or the top of your back. Also, if you guys are staring down at your phones a lot or on those iPads a lot during this time, it's causing those shoulders to tense up as well. So this stretch is really important for that. So now we're gonna go to the other side. So the other hand you just did, grab that, bring it over, find that stretch. You may find that one side is tighter than the other side, and that's okay. Walk that hand out. Remember your breathing. Rotate that head over. Take that right hand around. And release that. Yes, hopefully that feels better. So now we're gonna go into Cobbler Pose. Yesterday on live, we talked a lot about our hips and legs. If you need a stretch for your hip openers, this is really great for you guys to do. So you're gonna go into what you guys would call butterfly, but it's also called Cobbler's Pose. And so you're gonna sit, and I want you to pull your hips as far up as you can, sitting up tall. Our goal is that those knees are getting on the ground. Now we're gonna walk those hands out, keeping a flat back as we do so. And now we can collapse over. And then come back up. Now at this point, we're gonna go into recline Cobbler's Pose. So you're gonna rotate back so you can stay here. If this is your place that you're feeling that good stretch, you can go down to your elbows, yes, or you can lay all the way on the ground and extend those arms out. So really work that your knees are getting close to the ground. You can use your hands to press onto the inner thighs. Just don't press your knees. And from here, you come out the same way you came in and back up. That's a pose that you can hold for as long as you feel comfortable in that pose, okay? It's easy to do while you're watching TV or whatever that may look like for you today. All right, so now we're gonna go into bow pose. This is gonna work our abdominal muscles a little bit more. So I'm gonna turn to the side. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to engage that core, and you're gonna take those legs up and straight and hold. And just holding that position is really working your leg muscles, your arm muscles, your ab muscles, your entire body. And then from here, you're gonna take one leg up and grab, switch. We wanna make sure that we're not letting those feet touch the ground as they're coming down. And switch, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And come up. Yes, so that is our bow pose today. And then we did reverse or alternating leg holds as well. Alrighty, so now we're gonna move to our tabletop position. So I'm gonna go sideways for you guys. So I'm tabletop here. Tabletop is so I could put a glass of water on my back and it wouldn't fall off. Don't try that. And we're gonna move through cat-cow. So first off, we're gonna pop our feet over like this, yeah. We're gonna take our belly button and press it down to the ground, creating an arch in our back, and taking the crown of our head up, pulling our shoulders away from our body. Full breath. And you're gonna go through scary cat. And up, flip those feet back down. And keep flowing through. And up. And here. And come back to tabletop. Wonderful. So now we're gonna go to thread the needle. So this is gonna stretch those arms and open those shoulders up. Helps with upper back flexibility and your neck. So we're gonna put our weight on our right hand. We're gonna reach your left hand up to the sky. And we're gonna take it, we're gonna come through. When I come through, I'm gonna lay my ear on the ground. Yes. If you need a greater stretch, you can then grab the shoulder blade of your arm and hold. Very nice. Come out of this the same way you came in it. So now we're gonna do the other hand. Up. Thread the needle through. Really using that stretch. You can grab that shoulder blade if you need a greater stretch. And come back through. So these poses are meant to be held as long as your body needs it. So as you're threading the needle, if you're having a lot of tension, just continue to stay in that position and breathe through that, okay? I'm just trying to give you guys an overall view of all the positions that you guys can be doing to really help your body while you're out of the studio with stretching and conditioning. So now we're going to move on to downward dog. So from here, you're gonna go back to tabletop. You're gonna tilt your hips up. You're gonna press into the balls of your feet, and you're gonna lift your leg up. So now we're in downward dog. Okay, from here, really lean in that spine, and you're gonna walk your dog, which means you're bending one knee and the other. And switch. And switch. And switch. And hold. Now we're gonna lift that right leg up. Pull it, you're gonna rotate your body to a plank into the center. And up. Taking your right knee to your left elbow. And up. Right knee to your right elbow. And repeat. Up. Middle. Up. Left. Up. right, up, middle, up, left, up, right. Downward dog. Come down, press back into child's pose. So spread those knees out and put your big toes together. You're gonna stretch. So think about trying to reach something really far in front of you and then pressing your hips down onto the ground. And breathing before we go on to the other side. All right, hands here. Press back up. Hold. Lift that left leg up. Here. Chest. Here. Right elbow. Here. Left. Lift. Center. Lift. Right. Lift. Left. Lift, center, lift, right, lift, left. Press, open those knees, stretch back in that child's pose for me. All right. Stretching those arms out, you can bend those elbows if you would like, and twist those wrists. Coming up. Alrighty, so from here we're going to go into a little bit more of a challenge from downward dog, okay? So whatever level you're at with this stretch, I just want you to challenge yourself to move at whatever speed you need to move at, okay? So think about it like you're going to school and there's different bus stops along the way. So you may need to get off at a different bus stop. And what that means is you may need to just hold one position until you master it before you go on to the next, okay? So there's no right or wrong. This is all about nourishing our body, protecting our joints, protecting our muscles. So I want you guys to just fully understand that, okay? So you're gonna press back into downward dog. When we do that, we're gonna lift that right leg up for a hip opener. Then we're gonna go into wild thing, and then we're gonna rotate over to wheel. All right, we're gonna try to, yes. All right, so hands here. You're gonna press those hips back to that tabletop position and pressing up here and holding, lifting that leg up. And open that hip, you can look under that arm. Now you're gonna slowly get a wild thing. So your right leg comes down, controlling. Your right arm is going to reach back. So my right knee is bent, my left leg is straight, and I'm stretching back. Okay, from here, I can pull my left knee in, and I can rotate over to wheel. And then you can either come down or you can flip back over to that downward dog position. All right, so now let's go to the other side. Press, I'm gonna scoot back because I'm gonna come at you guys. Here, press up, left leg, look. Wow, thanks. So now your left knee's bent, your right leg is straight, reaching back. From here, reposition yourself. Wheel. If you can rotate back over, stretch, and come down. So you can pause this video right now and go through that positions as many times as you want to get more comfortable with those. It's really good for your arm strength, your core strength, and you're lengthening your spine on that wild thing by reaching all the way out. So that flow definitely uses the majority of all of our muscles that our body is made out of. Alrighty, we are going to now do downward dog. Okay, so we're gonna go back into downward dog, and now we're gonna do triangle pose, forward fold, triangle pose, forward fold. Then I have a challenge for you guys that are up for it, and then we're gonna go into warrior. We're gonna go into some standing poses as well. All right, so hang with me. I'm proud of you guys. Keep up the good work. So we're gonna go into tabletop, press through to downward dog. Here, lift that right leg up. Step through. And here. All right, from here, you're gonna really stretch. You're gonna press up to triangle pose. So try to keep both knees stretch straight, and reach those arms down. And again, we're breathing through these muscles. Good job. Now you're gonna rotate it over to forward fold. So you want to switch your weight to the balls of your feet. So you're creating a straight line from your toes to your hips. We can keep our hands, or you can be closer to your elbows, whatever works for you. Just keeping those knees straight and the weight in the balls of those feet. And breathing. And now rotate to the left. Triangle pose. And straighten. And come back to that forward fold. So now we're in this position. I want you guys to rotate. If you need to open your legs up more, you can. To your elbows. From here, you're going to challenge yourself to go into a headstand. So I'm going to walk you through it. So if you're in forward fold with your legs in shadow or second position, you're going to go down to your elbows. From here, you're going to tuck your head and your hands, and we're going to work on bringing those legs up from that straddle position. If you need to, you can bring them into teddy bear, but I really challenge you guys to work from straddle, okay? If you want to use a wall right now, do that, okay? So use this as your challenge today in this segment and get those legs up, yes? So as we're lifting up in those headstands, if you're trying that right now, think about your tummy and squeezing those muscles and lengthening your back, okay? So we don't want to become compact. We want to be growing off of the ground through our head, our neck, our spine, all the way to our hips, all right? So I hope you're trying. I'm sure you look awesome. If you get it, you should send me a picture of you doing your headstand or a video. That would be super awesome. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go ahead and stand up and go into some standing poses. Sound good? So, we are here and we're gonna start in chair pose. So if you're gonna go parallel, I want you to make sure that your knees stay in line with each other. So make sure that one knee isn't coming out and make sure they're not twisting over each other, okay? So stand up tall, arms up. You're gonna press your hips back like you're sitting in a chair and hold. Check your knees and your feet for your alignment. Bring your hands to heart center. All right, breathing. You're gonna take your left elbow and touch your right knee and make sure those knees stay in line. Twisting to the side, opening that chest up. And back center, staying low. Right, squeeze. In center, left. Squeeze. Center, right. Squeeze. Center, left. Squeeze, center, stay with me here, and squeeze, and press, and squeeze. Take your arms back up, breathing, come in. Now we're gonna go into tree pose. For all my dancers, we're gonna take our foot up to passe above your knee, and you're gonna press your heel into that inner thigh. I want to make sure you're not shifting your body, okay? From here, take your hands to heart center, find your balance. You can close your eyes if you need to, or find a spot to stare at. And you're gonna hold this, and you're gonna do 2 full breaths of that 4 count that we've been doing. So in, and out, and in, and out. Extend your branches, and in, and out, and in, and out, and come back. Now we're gonna move into dancer pose. So you're gonna take your right leg, and you're gonna grab it with your left, or your right hand, my apologies, reaching out with the left. Find your balance, then extend that leg up as you become tabletop. Now make sure your hips stay squared and that you're pressing the top of your right foot into your right hand and holding. Good job. And holding. Good job. Come back in, tabletop or tree pose, and come down. Very nice. Now other side, bringing your foot up, press, squeezing those hands here, finding your breath, and in, and out. Again, this is a great hip opener. You should be able to feel it in the back of that hip if you're fully opened. And out. Extend your arms up, and in, and out, and in, and out. All right, now we're gonna go into the dancer pose. So you're gonna grab that foot, you're gonna press into it with that left foot going into that left hand, reaching forward, finding those hips. You're probably tighter on one side. I am tighter on my right hip. And stretch. 2, 3, 4, and again, breathe. And out. Come back to center. Press, squeezing, in, and out. Yes, very good. Awesome job. Alrighty, so now we're going to move into warrior 3. So this just really works on your balancing. If you watch my intermediate advanced tumble video that's going to be posted with this video, we actually do warrior 3 to get ready for front handsprings. So it's a super cool stretch or pose that you hold that really builds on your joints and lengthens your body, okay? So you're gonna step forward, your arms are gonna come out, your leg comes up, and try to create a tabletop position with your body holding as long as you can. When you've had enough, you can come to stork position, which is right in front of you, the flex foot. And from here, we're gonna go to twisted roots. You're gonna bend your right knee, take your left knee over, and then try to wrap your left toes around that leg. And just keep your hands for heart center. Holding, squeezing those muscles together. Good job. And come back out of it. Stork pose. Back to warrior 3. And come down. All right, let's go to the other side. So we're gonna take that leg up. And we're gonna reach those arms at the same time. And holding, creating that tabletop position. Good job. Bring that leg out to stork. Flex in front. Balancing. You're gonna cross over to twisted root. Here. Wrap that foot around and hold. Squeeze tailbone closer to the ground, finding a good sitting chair position. And bring you back up. Go to stork. Go back to warrior 3. And come down. Yes, you can roll through those feet if you would like. All right, so now we're gonna finish with a few sun salutations. So the sun salutations use pretty much every single part of your body. So we're working on our joints, our muscles, everything, okay? So here we go. And use your breathing of your 4 counts throughout this. Lift up and down. Flat back. Hands down, step or jump your feet back. And chaturanga through. So you're gonna melt through, squeeze, press back to downward dog. Jump or step yourself in. Flat back, bend your knees, lift up, and again. 1, and up, and down, and back. Chaturanga through. Shoulders are being pulled away from your head at this time. Press up, downward dog. And press. And back up. 2 more. And down. And press. And arms shoot back and melt through. Press your hips up. Step in. Lengthen. And lift up. That last one. 1. And down. 2. And down. Back. Snake through. Press. Downward dog. Step. And come up. Yes, very nice. So hopefully you are feeling warm throughout your entire body. If you would like, you can go ahead and go into child's pose, pressing back. You can do happy baby, which is where you lay on your back here, grabbing those feet, lifting up, rocking back and forth. So you can do that as well. So I want to close this off by saying that today's good mood is sponsored by Dance Slow with Kasey today. Anytime we move our body, it definitely puts our brain in a more positive outlook. So girls, do this video every single day, okay? Learn these positions, learn these flow. If you need more ideas, I'm definitely here. I definitely want to help you guys, okay? So thank you for stretching it out with me today. I look forward to seeing you guys soon in the studio. And I'm so thankful that you guys want to continue to improve and that you want to continue with your flexibility. So just know that I am your biggest fan and I'm going to continue to provide opportunities for that to happen. All right, love you guys.